Hi guys, Abs here and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be going over Google rankings in 2023, which is actually a conclusion to what I've actually been emailing you about and some of the products that we've released. In one of my last emails, I've mentioned to you that we have a two-phase process to ranking inside of Google. I also shared screenshots and results with you to show you the kind of results that we're actually able to get. So in this video, I'm going to be going over phase 2 and I'm going to be showing you what we're doing in phase 2 to get the results that we're actually getting. So the first thing that I'm going to do though is show you this actual PDF document that I sent to you towards the end of last year and this year as well. It's for EasyLinks, and inside of this document we showed you some results by Jeff Lord, okay, and you can see the kind of results that he was getting when he was creating tiered properties using EasyLinks, okay. And then I even showed you some results of my own as well, and don't worry guys, we're going to show you some updated results, even better results, and results 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months down the line, using exactly the same method that I'm going to be showing you, or that we showed you in phase 1 and now which I'm going to show you in phase 2 as well. Okay, so first of all, before I get on to that, let me just take you over to what we actually mentioned in EasyLinks, or in the EasyLinks presentation. What we mentioned to you was Google looks at quality links, okay, and to determine quality, it looks at 2 factors, and that is the authority and the relevancy. Now, the authority is about the number of domains that are linking to it, internal links, external links, and the kind of like, if you have basically whatever the trust flow factors and the domain authority factors are kind of built from, they're the kind of things that show you what the authority of a domain is. And then you've got the relevancy, and the relevancy can be either site-wide or even page level relevant as well. And I know Google has released a bunch of updates over the last couple of months, and many of you guys might be thinking, you know what, is it going to be a good idea to get links from certain sites or some questionable sites? And the thing that I want to bring to your attention today is in phase 2, we're actually using social properties, which are absolutely perfect, because what we're doing is we're using accounts that are made for multi-niches, and we're getting page level relevancy as well, and this is why it's working really good. But I'm going to be showing you this, and you're going to be able to see this for yourself as well. Okay, so let me just show you what I mean by relevancy as well, and authority. So if we have a look at slide 13, I showed you whereby we have a website in the furniture industry. So it's got furniture, beds, wooden beds, double beds and single beds, and then it's got your tiered properties. The ones in blue are your tier 1 properties, and the ones in green are your tier 2 properties. Now obviously I'm showing you this based on a site. This site might have multiple pages inside of there as well, which I'm expecting that it should. Depending on what kind of site you have for your tiered properties. But what this is allowing us to do is this is allowing us to boost the relevancy. Okay, so every single one of these tiered properties has been designed in such a way that it's actually boosting the relevancy for that topic. So the topical relevancy is absolutely booming down here. Okay, and at the same time, depending on what you're using for your tiered properties, whether they be authority sites, whether they be, you know, whatever they are, you're going to have authority being filtered down here. So you got 2 things working down here. You got authority and you got relevancy, which is exactly what Google's looking for to determine a quality link that's going to be feeding your sites. And this is why EasyLinks in itself works absolutely brilliant. Okay, but phase 2, what we're doing with phase 2, I'm going to be showing you that in a moment. Okay, so let me just come down here. Okay, so with EasyLinks, you're able to create these tiered properties, okay, which is absolutely brilliant. But what you'll notice is these are actually fresh domains. Okay, so when you're creating a cloud site on Amazon S3 or Google Cloud or Microsoft Azure or IBM, for example, or even Backblaze, then these were going to be fresh websites. Now, obviously when you come to your tier 1, then your tier 1 has got 1 link pointing to it. If you're using strategy 2, for example, if you're using strategy 1, your tier 1 property now has 4 links pointing to it. But these 4 links are actually fresh links. So what we want to do is we want to juice up our higher tiered properties so to make them even more powerful and to send authority to our websites in a much higher way. So let me just take you back really quickly, guys, to a presentation that I released about Authority Indexer, and this was in June last year. I mentioned to you that it's been about 2 years that I haven't tried to rank a site inside of Google, and I faced a bunch of difficulties, and I actually took you on my journey. One of the first difficulty and issue that I faced was to get my links indexed, and this is why we created the Authority Indexer. Okay, the second issue that I faced was to actually, rank my properties inside of Google, and to rank those properties inside of Google, what we came up with was EasyStack. Sorry, what we came up with was EasyLinks, and this is why we created EasyLinks, which you saw towards the end of last year and to the start of this year. Okay, what we're doing now though is we got phase 2. Phase 2 is where all the power comes in. Okay, and what we done, and I actually mentioned this to you in June, I think it was last year, that I actually use expired Tumblr accounts that already have authority to send and filter the authority to our own tiered properties, so that we get an even more valuable link on that. Okay, I just sneezed, guys, so I'm really sorry about that. So anyway, here is what I wanted to show you. So please mind the actual images samples that I've created down here. But anyway, this is your internal post, or it's your home post, or it's your website. Think of it as your money site. Here are your tiered properties. These are properties that are related to your site and they're linking back to them. And then you've got your tier 2 properties, which again are cloud platforms that are linking back to them. Now, they don't have to be cloud platforms, guys. You might not even be working with EasyLinks. Okay, what you can do is you can go along to somewhere like SEMrush, or you can go along to somewhere like Majestic SEO, and you can download the backlink profile for your websites. Now, you're going to be left with a number of links that are pointing to various pages of your site. What you can do now is you can add them inside of social links to get expired Tumblr links to them. I'm going to be showing you social links now. Okay, or you can, if you're already working with EasyLinks, you can boost up your properties, which will then go ahead and boost up your internal post as well. Okay, so anyway, let me take you over to social links and let me show you exactly how social links works. Before I do this, guys, I just want to mention to you that social links isn't a new system. It has been refreshed. It's fully been revamped, and we've got brand new blogs and everything inside of there. But let me just mention that in 2016, I believe it was, we actually released social links to a number of users. In fact, it was only 100 users. At that time, we had something like 600 blogs in the network. So I haven't touched this page, guys. In fact, we can see down here, 2016 copyright, we still got down there. Okay, so this system was able to get us some brilliant results, okay, for everyone that used it. And we were really we didn't want to get rid of the system because it was working so well, but unfortunately we were working with this company called Deal Guardian, okay, and Deal Guardian closed down. So when Deal Guardian closed down, we were about to add it onto JVZoo, but then we didn't. If you click on this, guys, you'll see that it's not even working, but we didn't get it added onto JVZoo. Instead, we decided to close the network. We did keep it open for everyone that was already still using it, but then after the year, it was going to be gone, guys, okay, and all the accounts remained open, and if you had your links on there, they stayed on there as well. Okay, so we gave you a number of, okay, so let me just show you social links here as well. Okay, so this is actually social links, and with social links, what you're able to do is you're able to create article posts, image posts, video posts, and feed posts. And what this will do is it will send your links to a network of over 906 blogs at the moment. Okay, and you get 2 links per day, which is 30 links per month. They're drip fed perfectly, guys. So, and that's exactly the same thing that I'm using to get results as well. And this is exactly what you're going to get access to as well. And from here, you can see the page authority for these blogs and how many blogs we have with this page authority. And when you get a report, then your report is going to show you the date that your actual posts were made. It's going to show you the URL that your post was made to. It's going to show you the blogs that you got your links from and the authority, domain authority for those blogs as well. Please note, when it comes to the actual blogs, then we do cancel out the first 4 characters for the protection and the safety of this network. But I'm sure you'll be able to pick them up on backlink profile or backlink, indexing tools that reveal the actual sites to you. Okay, so let me just show you how you can work with this. When you create an article post, then all you have to do is give it your URL. You can add multiple URLs in here in Spin Syntax. So as you can see, I've got one down here. And now the idea of this, guys, is let's say, for example, you are working with EasyLinks, for example. And with EasyLinks, you've got 5 sites now that are promoting your one site. You can now get the URLs for each one of these sites. You can add them in here in Spin Syntax and then have the one project created, knowing that when SocialLinks goes out there and gets a link for you, it's getting a link to one of your link wheels or one of your strategies that are all there promoting the same site. So you're always getting link juice to your property and to multiple properties as well. There's no content for you to add. We get content from Article Builder. I think you've got about 140 categories that you can select from. Okay, let me just show you some samples of these. So this is actually an image post. The image post, you get a link back from the image itself, and you also get a link back to your URL to in the caption area as well. This is an article post. As you can see, you can add images in there as well, and you get a nice link back from the bottom, which I should mention to you as well, guys, we remove all of the meta refreshes from all of these Tumblr blogs as well. So these are going to be direct links. So if I click on here, this is a Facebook one. This is going to be a direct link, no meta refresh coming from these accounts down here, guys. Okay, and near these, what you're able to do as well is you're able to actually edit the posts, or you're able to go ahead and, let's say for example, you didn't want, let's just say for example, you had a client and he stopped paying you and you had a bunch of links already posted through the system. What you can do down here is click from remove from blog, and then this will go ahead and remove all of the posts that SocialLinks has already made for this project from all of the blogs for you as well. So you got some really good control, guys. Okay, and when it comes to feed posts, let me just give you an example of how I like to work with feed posts myself. So you could add your feed post to your own website if you wanted to, or you can add feeds to any other website down here. So in this example, I'm adding a feed to Search Engine Land. Okay, I know that Search Engine Land make posts, multiple posts on a daily basis. So I'm going to be using their feed, their content, and their frequency triggers, or posting frequency triggers, to trigger my own SocialLinks account. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, whenever monitor this feed on a daily basis, and whenever Search Engine Land makes a post, then come along and create a post for me to post inside of the SocialLinks system. But I don't want you to post to the SocialLinks, I don't want you to post to the Search Engine Land new entry. Instead, I want you to post to my own URL, and in which case I might want to add my own URL down here. And what this means is now we're going to be taking content from Search Engine Land, and every time it's made a post, so almost daily, we're going to get a new project created that's going to go ahead and promote our own URL down here. If you don't want to use the feed content, then you can go ahead and choose an article category. I like using the feed content when I'm working with feeds, only because I use the feeds in this way. If it was my own website, maybe I wouldn't be using a feed and I'd be using a category instead. Okay, you add your tags down here and whatever you want down here. And what happens is the software will then go ahead and monitor that feed. So if you can see down here, we check the feed daily. And if a new entry has been found, it will go ahead and create a new project for that entry and then go ahead and continue to monitor that feed, guys. So it's really, really cool in the way this actually works. So anyway, this is SocialLinks, this is phase 2, and this is the conclusion or continuation to us getting the results that we were able to get inside of Google, guys. So we started this off by showing you some results that we were getting in 2022, and still till today in 2023, I know it's only the start, and despite Google releasing all these updates, we're still able to get some fantastic results, guys. Okay, again, this is only going to be available to a set number of users. We do hope to open it up again once we can fill even more Tumblr accounts. We're always scraping, we're always looking to create new Tumblr accounts and add new accounts to our network as well. So yeah, hoping next week we'll be able to get in touch with you and give you access to SocialLinks as well, so that you too can get results, similar results to what we're getting ourselves.